Greetings. This is Inward Ministries, brought to you by Joab Logemere Kasasi. Two sisters were fighting in a house, and they were fighting over lemon, and they were insulting each other with heavy words. The lemon they were fighting for was thrown outside the window. So the mother was alerted by the noise from her daughters, and when she left the kitchen, she inquired where the problem and what the problem was. She was told that the fight was on who uses the remaining lemon in the house. The resource or the source was the problem, only to realize that they shouldn't have even fought in the first place, because they had different uses which they never shared with each other. The bigger sister wanted the lemon to extract the juice so that she could be able to make a lemonade. The younger one was interested with the green peels, which she wanted to grate and make mandazis with them. So had they talked and shared their issues earlier on, you can imagine they could have had a very nice mandazi, cementing it very well with a cold lemonade. Well, in today's episode, I want us to look at conflict resolution. Conflicts are everywhere. Countries are fighting each other, neighbors are fighting each other, siblings are fighting each other, churches are fighting each other, and Africa has witnessed unprecedented deaths due to conflicts. Conflict over resources, conflict over attention, and many other things. Churches have actually split, or even some closed due to conflicts. Pastors have engaged in physical fights due to conflicts. One time after seminar presentation, during the QA, question answer time, one of the participants asked me, Joab, do you think people who are born again really fight? Is it possible for a husband and wife who are born again to have a conflict and fight? Well, I don't know your response would have been. But in reality, conflicts are here with us, whether you are born again or not, because you are dealing with human beings who have different aspirations, who have different temperaments. So, because of the different temperaments and aspirations and whatever, conflicts will always arise. There was a church in this country one time where the members were divided on which pastor to have. And the fights became so bloody. So one day, one of the elders plotted his missile launch. On one Sunday, he came to church with a sack, gunia, on his back. No one realized or questioned whatever was in the sack. Midway during the service, disagreements began. And this guy quietly moved to where the people were fighting. He opened the bag, the sack he was carrying, and released whatever that was in that bag. Only to realize that this guy had carried a beast, nyuki. So he released he went where people were fighting and released the nyuki. So people began running away, and that ended the fight for that day. Well, I don't know if that was the best way to sort it out, but at least for that moment, the beast worked out a miracle. The sources of conflicts, my dear friends, might be different, but ultimately, irrespective of the source of the conflict, a solution has to be found. And as a minister, you have a responsibility. Either you are the aggrieved party, you need to seek counsel to be helped, or members of your congregation are not agreeing. Move to them and be able to sort out their conflicts. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 22 to 26, we read, "But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother shall be liable to the council. And whoever says, 'You fool,' shall be liable to the hell of fire." So if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Make friends quickly with your accuser while you are going with him to court, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you be put in prison. Truly I say to you, you will never get out till you have paid the last penny. End of quote. In other words, if you don't solve conflict, they will imprison you. You will be imprisoned. And once you have been imprisoned, you cannot be able to serve well. You will be deprived of some essential things. So therefore, as a minister, be very careful, be close to your people. In the last episode we said you need to be close to your congregation. If there are conflicts, don't wait for them to come to you. No, run to them. Help them solve their conflicts. Be it a conflict amongst couples or amongst the people that are there, between neighbors, run and find a solution. You can even carry an elder or two, go with them and try to see what is the possible way of solving these conflicts. Because conflicts have a way that if you don't solve them as quick as possible when they are still raw, if you wait for them to grow, if you wait for the crack to go deeper, it becomes harder to bring them together. So go when it is still fresh and be able to help. Do not allow your church to be divided. As much as we are different, do not allow your church to be divided. Do not allow the members to go to the point of fighting each other, but go and act. Be it amongst your team, a small team, if you realize that there is a bit of disagreements, solve them. Don't harbor in your heart. Go ahead and solve and serve the people of God well. So don't wait for people to come to you. You are a servant. Go and serve them. Seek reconciliation and harmony, and your ministry will grow to greater heights. It is a blessing to serve a united church. And just like the sisters who are fighting over lemon, if all of us were able to understand where our differences are, and we are able to solve them, you might realize if actually in the first place there were no differences. It was just a matter of trying to understand each other and being able to find a solution. So I pray that you will act as a minister and try to reconcile the people of God. May the Lord richly bless you. This has been Inward Ministries, brought to you by Joab Logemere Kasasi.